Hello and welcome to our beach house in Oceanside Village. We thought putting together a short DVD would be helpful for our guests that are new here to us, and also answer some frequent questions on how things work while staying here at the house. We know the challenge of configuring electronic equipment with new flat-screen TVs, Blu-rays, and Wi-Fi, so I'll do my best to give you the nickel tour of how things work and answer some questions to help you where you otherwise might be scratching your head. After all, we are on vacation, right? I'll get to the electronics first, and then kind of some helpful hints. First, the video package comes with 3 remotes. Here's the one for the Blu-ray DVD player, and then there's a small collection of DVDs on the shelf in the laundry room. You'll only need this remote to power on the player. Once in playback, you can use the traditional buttons to skip scenes, pause, rewind, or fast forward through a movie you're playing back. It won't work for the TV or the cable box, though. The TV remote can be used to power on the screen by itself, plus it also controls the volume. These features are also on the last remote I'll show you a little later. Its most important function is to bring up the source options screen so you can switch between cable TV, the Blu-ray player, a USB or AV device, or plug in something like a Roku box or another laptop with a third HDMI cable. That has a green and black color and an HDMI jack at the end so you can connect it. You won't use the TV source option. That's for an aerial reception, something that cable TV has long eliminated here. For regular cable TV or DVR recordings, always select the HDMI 1 here from the source screen. The last and most versatile remote is the Time Warner Cable one, as this controls the cable TV and the DVR. The first thing you'll need to do is power on both the TV and the cable box. At the top right-hand corner of the remote, there's a power button which will bring up power to the TV and the cable box. By first pressing TV, which is just below the power button, and then the power button, the TV will power up as you can see the white light in the lower right-hand corner, and eventually the Philips TV logo as it's warming up. If the cable box light is not bright, pressing the CBL or cable button, then the power will also turn it on if it's not already. The first of the 4 large blue buttons at the top is the guide button, and it will bring up a channel listing that can be scrolled through by using the up and down buttons surrounding the center OK Select button. You can scroll through the TV listings or advance to future program listings by using the right arrow button. From this guide screen, you can select broadcasts to be recorded. You can either record a show you're currently watching or scroll through the listings to find something you want to record later or while you're watching something else. Simply press the red REC button just above the number 3 and you'll be recording what you're watching or something else on a different channel. The large green button in the center of the remote will bring up the list of already recorded programs. You can scroll through them to play back a program you've recorded and also use the nearby buttons like rewind, fast forward, and pause during the playback. I think at my house we've burnt out the fast forward button on ours as we're not big fans of watching commercials during playback, and this button gets us back to what we were watching. The volume and channel buttons also work, but you'll have to confirm the cable button has been last pressed so the remote is not set on controlling the TV. So that should give you a basic head start on what happens with the TV and the Blu-ray and the DVR equipment, and hopefully they'll not be too challenging for you to use. Other things you may want to know is the house has free cable phone and the modem and router for the wireless internet. To set up a Wi-Fi connection, you'll need to right-click on the stack staircase icon for your wireless antenna. You can also do this with smartphones through the settings page, but if you'd like to utilize the free wireless internet on a laptop, you'll need to click on that icon in order to access the listing of the networks you can log on to. The one that we have for you folks is the one that's labeled Scrap 673. By clicking on that, it should automatically connect, and there won't be any need for passwords as they've already been entered, and you'll be able to get online right away. Incoming calls can be received here at area code 843-650-9354. For calling out, it's all free long distance and can sometimes give you better reception than some mobile devices. Occasionally, like during bad storms, the system might need to be reset or rebooted. We've tried to make that easy by installing a master multi-outlet strip plugged into the outside wall between the house and the front porch. So if the lights aren't flashing like they normally are, or if you're having a reception problem either with the TV or with the phone, simply unplugging this extension, waiting 5 seconds and plugging it back in should cause the system to reset and get everything back to normal. The brightness of the kitchen table light is controlled by a slide dimmer on the flip switch for the light at the back door. Inadvertently, the brightness control for the light is slid to the dimmest position when using the flip switch, causing confusion on why the light is so dim. Simply sliding the controller back to the top will restore full brightness when it's needed. You can power off or power on both outside front porch fans with the flip switch right underneath the porch light. The pull chains on each fan will allow you to adjust their speeds or turn them off if you'd like. By flipping to the down position, both fans will have no power and thus shut off. Flipping the switch back up will turn them back to the state they were in before the switch was operated. We've also included some useful items, especially for families with infants or toddlers. Since the dishwasher can be inconvenient to set up, we have a countertop bottle sterilizing kit convenient for moms who regularly bottle feed. The pack and play in the utility closet can be easily stored or set up and useful if needing to monitor the infant crawler while you're attending to something else. Hopefully, you haven't had any difficulty in getting the keys out of the box, and we have a spare hide-a-key location in the event the keys are misplaced or lost. At leaving time, you'll need to return the keys here by reopening the box, and again, the combination is 3273. On the back porch, there is a magnetic hide-a-key box located under the right side flip-up table on the gas grill. The box has the key for the house and the shed, and one for the golf cart. It's best to attach the original key from the box to your personal key ring so it doesn't get lost, as getting duplicate keys can be expensive, especially for the golf cart. To charge the golf cart's batteries, simply insert the gray plug into the location you see here. It will only fit one way and slides easily into the outlet. It's best to plug it in at the end of the day so it's fully charged for the next morning. The plug for the charger seen here on the porch is located on the wall by the house number. It is plugged into a ground fault interrupt outlet that can be reset if it has been tripped by wet conditions. Should you notice the charger needle is not registering a current flow or the cart is not operating at full power the following morning, check to see if the outlet has been tripped and reset it by pressing the buttons between the plugs on the outlet. You'll find all the sheets, bath and beach towels in the utility closet next to the washer and dryer. Make yourself at home and use them if needed. We hope you find everything clean, comfortable, and easy to use during your stay. However, if you do need us, we're only a phone call away, and we'd be glad to help out any way we can. And again, thank you for staying with us. And here's to hoping you have a wonderful week full of fun, good weather, and good times as a family.